Welcome everybody, Mike from Positive Edge. I'm going to put you through a full body resistance band workout today. And those of you that have never done a resistance band workout before, or you've just done a few of them, today we're going to focus on doing things right. So you're going to focus on your form, focusing on slow movements up, slow movements down, whatever you're doing, okay? We're going to keep it slow and controlled, do things right, and then you know you're going to get the best out of that workout, okay? And then between each set, we're going to make sure that you're completely rested so that when you go to your next set, you're going to do it perfectly. And if you catch yourself, coming off form, or maybe you feel like you maybe aren't doing things right, then you have a choice of one or two things. You can either stop and rest completely, or you can move down to a lighter band, okay? So I'm going to take you through this. What I've got 3 different bands here. A heavier one for the leg stuff, a medium one for most of the upper body stuff, and then I've got a light one here for a couple of the exercises as well. And then I have a band here that goes, it's a smaller band, it goes around your legs. We're going to do a couple of side-to-side things to strengthen up those stabilizers and those glutes. So that's what you have to look after, that's what you have to look forward to. I hope you're going to enjoy this. Again, always reach out to me if you have any questions on any of this stuff. I'm more than happy to help any way I can. So first of all, I want to just quickly get a warm up. I like to get on the bike for a bit, maybe 3 or 4 minutes before I do a workout. So in the future, if you have that time, make sure and do that. So let's just take your right arm, do some nice big circles, getting the fluid into those joints, getting them a little bit more mobile, and preparing them for the work ahead. Breathing nice and deep, getting that focus into what you want to get out of this workout. Let's take it the other way. Really feeling that shoulder joint loosening up. Always breathing, always smiling. Now let's go to your other arm. Left arm ahead. Always important to do these mobility stretching exercises before you do your workout to make sure you stay safe and injury free and get the most out of each exercise. All right, now let's just take those shoulders, roll them forward. Nice big rolls. Again, always breathing. Starting to feel yourself warm up a little bit. Come back. That's it. All right, quickly just bringing the arm across the chest, pulling it in with your other hand just for a half a second or so. All right, I want you to go into a nice easy squat position, okay? We don't have any weight right now. This is strictly to warm up those leg muscles. Okay, you're going to do this completely perfect. So you're coming right down. Eyes are up, chest is proud. Don't feel like you have to come down too deep here. We're just warming up. If you find yourself going this way, or you find yourself, losing your posture, just don't go down quite as much. Feeling the blood going into those legs a little bit, feeling like you're getting ready for the exercises to come. Feeling that heart rate go up a little bit, just like that. All right, come on up. Now I want you to put your hands on your knees, okay? And this is a good one to do before any exercise, before you run, even when you get up in the morning. Hands on your knees are close together. And just make those knees go in the circle, going to the left. When you're feeling a little bit creaky or rusty, this is always a good one to do. Okay, let's come to the right. All right, come on up. Let's quickly do some hip circles, loosening up those hips. Coming to the left. This one's always a tough one for me. My hips aren't as loose as I'd like them to be. Plus, I'm not much of a dancer. All right, let's come the other way. Okay, let's do some nice gentle running on the spot, just for about 30 seconds here. Nothing crazy, just warming up the legs. Again, this is a strength workout, not a cardio workout, so we focus on the strength aspect of it, not getting sweaty or getting that heart rate through the roof. The heart rate will go up a little bit as we start to work, but that's not the focus here. The focus on you is getting stronger. All right, let's stop. Let's do about 20 seconds of jumping jacks here. All right, nice and warm now. Take a breath, get a drink of water. As I said earlier, I really want you to focus on doing each exercise as perfectly as far as your form goes, okay? Don't worry too much about having crazy heavy resistance on your bands. That'll come. So do the exercises right, stay stable, focus on the form, and then everything else will come, okay? So first of all, I'm getting my heaviest band. You might want to get a heavy band. You might want to get a medium band depending on your experience. You're putting the band underneath the back mid part of your foot, so on that arch, okay? And you're bending down, like this. Hands are just about where shoulder width apart. And then you're just going to squat up and down. We're going to do 8 to 10 of each, nice and slow. Straight up, think about pushing a nail in the top of your head through that ceiling, and you're looking at the corner of the wall and ceiling ahead of you. 7 and 8. Let that one down. Again, we're going to completely rest between sets. It's not about going fast. It's not a HIIT workout. It's about you getting stronger, okay? So we're going to rest for about another 15 seconds or so. Get you ready for the next set. Now, if you want to have more resistance, what you can do is spread your feet out a little bit more, or you can take your hands a little bit further apart on that resistance band, okay? The resistance band workouts, one thing I didn't mention at the start, they're so good because they not only strengthen you, but they also lengthen and stretch those muscles out. So that's why the next day you feel like you've worked, but you're not beat up. And again, I like to add this into my regular workout regime. So I might do a couple dumbbell workouts and maybe put one of these in during the week. All right, come on down again, palms up. Squatting down, sticking that butt back, keeping the chest nice and proud, looking up. 4. Nice and slow. That's it. 5. 6. 7. 8. All right, drop that band. Now, depending on which band you're using, you might have to go to a lighter band. I do. Going to a medium band here. This is a black one. Every bands are different. So it depends what you have. Again, putting it same place where you had it on those squats, okay? Spread those legs apart a little bit more. Going into a military overhead press position. Again, you want to make sure your form is good, so your head is right over top of your shoulders, over top of your hips. Chin is down, and you're gently, slowly pushing up and coming back down. Again, focusing on control. 1, 2, that's the speed. Down slow. 3. If you feel that gut pushing out, catch yourself, bring it back. 4, 5, control, breathe. 6, that's it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work. Let that down slow. Take a breather. Good start, everybody. So much that can be done with resistance bands, and I have to say that when I got started, it sort of started from watching a lot of these sports documentaries where you see the pro soccer players or the F1 drivers or the hockey players. They're all using resistance bands. I know they supplement with other stuff, but you always see resistance bands in those training rooms. So we're gonna, again, putting it underneath those feet, spreading those feet a little bit, palms up and up. 1, 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, feeling just as tough on the way down. 8, 9, and 10. Come down slow. Good work there. Grab a little drink of water, everyone. You'll get about 20, 25 seconds or so. If you have to wait a little bit longer before hitting that next set, that's okay. Breathing deep. Sometimes between sets, breathing in through your nose deep. Come to the top of that breath, and then when you think it's everything you have, take a little bit more in through the nose and then empty the lungs out. That'll speed up that recovery between any set of any exercise. Okay, now we're going to go into some rows. So again, grab a medium band, maybe a heavier band depending on your level. It's all good. This time you're putting the bands about 3/4 up. So you're underneath the balls of your feet now. You want to have your back as flat as possible. You're looking out, okay? And you're pulling up with those hands, feeling those muscles in your lats. Okay, so you're pulling up and back slightly, okay? So we're gonna go for 8 to 10 reps here. Again, nice and slow. Focus on staying stable. Push that butt back. Keep the back nice and straight, nice and flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 5. Breathe, focus. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let that down. So I caught myself there a couple times looking back down at the ground, which that can sort of impact your form a little bit if you let it. So make sure you're looking out. Again, trying to keep that chest a little bit proud. That'll keep that back nice and straight. Nice deep breaths. Getting ready for our next one. Okay. Bands underneath the front of that foot. The ball of your foot. Now, if you want more tension, all you need to do is take those hands and put them down closer to your feet. So only you know, okay? Again, you want to go till you're about 80, 85% at that 8 to 10 rep range right now. So we're going to come up. Again, focusing on that nice, stable, controlled, strong movement. 1. Pulling those elbows back. 2. Keeping the core tight. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Let that down slow. That's it. Oh, those bigger muscle groups take a little more out of you. Heart rate goes a little higher. It's interesting. We always need to be making sure that we're doing more work in zone 2, which is kind of your conversational zone, but you're able to work. You're working hard, but you're still able to talk. And a lot of the activities we do, whether it's spinning or cycling or whatever, we're going too hard. But speak for myself, it just so happens when I'm doing a strength workout, I'm in that zone 2 area, which is nice. But just a little sidebar there, make sure you're getting those easier workouts in. Those zone 2 workouts should take up about 75% of your workouts. Okay, so it's not always about in your cardio, it's not always about getting that heart rate up high. Not a contest, and it's not what you should be doing anyway. All right, so, okay, now we're gonna go into some split squats here, okay? I'm teaching a spin class tomorrow morning, so I'm not going to go heavy on the legs on these ones. Sidebar, I do teach online spin classes as well. I've been doing that been teaching spin for about 12 years. I've had an online spin class business for about 6 years now, so if you feel like getting some intense cardio. Okay, you're putting that band underneath the ball of that foot again, okay? Right now our back knee is on the ground. We're going to push up with our front leg and we're going to come slightly back, okay? So you're going to feel this. You're going to feel this in your quads. You're going to feel it in your butt a little bit too. So up, 1, keep that core nice and tight. 2, make sure you're breathing though. 3, focus. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Even though we're going to the other leg, and we're going to be working different legs from an intensity standpoint, I still want to, take a little breath between, because again, I want you to be completely ready to go when we go into the next set. So I'll give you about another 10 seconds or so. All right, putting that under the ball, that left foot this time. Right knee is on the ground. You're on the ball of your right foot. And now we're going to come up slightly towards the back. 1, 2. Nice and slow. 3, 4. Keeping the core nice and stable. Although you're not necessarily targeting your core, you're definitely making it stronger, and you'll definitely feel this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Okay, we'll go to the other leg. Give you about 20, 25 seconds. Nice deep breaths again. All right, put that Band underneath the right leg, left knee is on the ground. Now when you're coming down, you're not coming all the way down with that left knee. Once we get going, you're just coming about maybe an inch or so from the ground. Again, if you've got any type of knee injury and you've got to go a little bit less, that's okay too. So come on up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Controlling it down, controlling it up. 5, 6, that's it. 7, 8, chest out. 9, and 10. Okay, we'll go to the left one here in about 20, 25 seconds. I'm going by my own recovery. Hopefully it's around where you guys are as well. Deep breaths in through the nose. All right, band underneath your right ball of your right foot. Again, coming straight up and slightly back. 1, 2, 3. Nice work. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let that one down. It's interesting here, I don't often, when I'm working out on my own, I don't often use a mirror. But right now I'm looking at the camera and I can see myself there on the little screen. And what I've just realized is that now I realize why it's so important to have a mirror, because you can see your form, you can see if you're going one side to the next, and over time that's going to be ingrained in you and you're going to be doing everything properly. So, good idea to have a mirror. Okay, now I want you to get a medium band maybe. I'm going to use the same one. I'm going to put it behind my back, okay? And what you're going to do here is you're just going to do like it's going to be like a bench press. So you want to keep that form good, okay? If you find yourself going like this or like that, check yourself. Keep your core nice and tight, but make sure you're breathing. And you're going to press out just like a bench press. Nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, perfect, 10. Back nice and slow. Take a breather. Now I noticed that maybe I wasn't getting quite as much tension on that as I would have liked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands and I'm just going to bring them back just a little bit. So you're just bringing them back towards your body a little bit more. Bring it that way a little bit more, and then you're going to have a little bit more tension. So we'll go again. 1, 2, 3. Basically what you're doing is you're shortening the band, from doing that, you're increasing the resistance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, drop that quickly. Now, so far what we've done with the legs, it's been all kind of back and forth. So we want to work our stabilizers and our glutes a little bit, side of our hips. We're going to take this mini band. You're going to put it around your thighs, maybe about 6 inches above your knees. And You're going to get into a strong position like this, a slight crouch, and you're just going to go side to side. We're going to go over about 3 steps, come back 3 steps, and I want you to control those legs the whole time, okay? We're going to do this for about 30 or 40 seconds, okay? So let's go. Again, you want to have resistance the whole way back. Feeling it in those glutes, feeling in those hips. Back over. Feels good in a weird way, just because we know how that's stabilizing. All right, take a breath. Allow those legs to come together so you don't have any resistance right now. Nice deep breaths, and we'll go again here. You're doing great, everybody, especially if it's your first time doing the bands. You're going to learn to love these things, I promise. I promise. All right, come on over here. And we're going to go over to the right again. Either way. That's it. Tension on that band the whole way. You're going to feel this tomorrow in the best way possible. All right. Nice work. Okay, we're going to do some tricep work here. Taking your medium band. With me, it's the black one. Put it underneath the arch of your foot. Bring the band up to the top of your head. Your elbows are pointed out. And you're going to take your hands and push them straight up, keeping your elbows in, okay? Feeling that stress in your triceps. Maybe stress is the wrong word. Feeling that burn in your triceps, all right? 1, 2, nice and slow. Again, focus on the slow, focus on the controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come on down. Oh, starting to get a little bit of a sweat on here. Really important, everybody, as we're waiting to get into the next set, really important for you to balance all your workouts. People that take my spin classes hear me talk about it a lot. It's so important to take your rest days, do your stretching. If you like to do yoga, do that. Different types of cardio. Lots of you just like to spin, or you just like to run, or you just like to get on the row, or whatever that is. You need to balance that out. You need to get your strength work in. You know, switch up your dumbbells with your kettlebells, with your resistance bands. Get out and hike. Overall balanced body, balanced mind. You won't get bored, and you'll continue to love whichever workout you're doing. Come on back up again. Elbows out. 1, 2. Hands are nice and close together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more exercise, we're going to go into some simple curls here. Again, on the balancing out your workouts, everyone, we want to be thinking long term. We want to be thinking how we want to feel when we're 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm already at that number 1 range. But the more strength you can do and the more you mix things up, the better you're going to feel as you get older. So it's kind of like putting money in that bank. All right, so the more you can do now, the less you're going to hurt or the less you're going to feel things later. So we're going to put that band underneath your arch of your feet again. Again, you want to judge yourself how far apart you want those hands to be depending on how much resistance you want. You're going to keep that chest nice and proud, and we're going to curl it up, slow and down. 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. 6. 7. Feel that burn on the way down. 8. 9. And 10. Let that down. Nice deep breaths, everybody. We have one more set of curls and then you are finished. You've done great so far. This one's actually went fairly quickly. That's a good sign. It's always my challenge is to stay focused for a full strength workout. So that's why I like to keep them between 30 and 45 minutes, because I find that anything more than that, and sometimes my focus can go and then my form goes and then I don't get as much out of the workout itself. So that's why I try to keep them relatively short. Makes for just a better workout all the way around. So let's put that band underneath your arches of your feet again. One last set, everybody. We're going to go for 10 reps here. 1, 2. Monitor that tension. If you need to increase or decrease, go ahead and do it. 3, 4. Looking up. Looking out, chest is out. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let that band down, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. As I said earlier, I also have spin classes. There's about 700 spin classes online. It's positiveedge.ca, www.positiveedge.ca. I also run coach positiveedgerunning.com. Reach out to me. We can have a no pressure chat, and I hope I'll see you soon. Drop me some feedback and let me know how you like that one, okay? You guys have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care.